Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energetic pool here and see what's up for the Aquarius collective. I hope you're all well, my friends, but let's see what's up, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the Aquarians here? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find intriguing. But let's get it going here. What's up for my Aquarians? That card popped out super quick. So we do have the Fool card, and I always find that funny when the first card pops out when I do the very first shuffle. Okay, that one was lined up for you. This is big Fool, Aries type of energy showing up front and center. So we're going to have to speak about it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be talking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye. It really needs to have its pineal gland decalcified. So help me out with that. Into the reading we go. Enough of all that, Aquarius. No more plugs, I promise. If you look at the imagery on this card, yes, it's an oracle deck, but she does look like the Fool. She literally has Fool cards at her feet. So we think of similar archetypes. For some of you, this could be an Aries playing a place of prominence in your life right now, someone who falls under the ram. But when I see this card, I think of action and movement, change, or somebody at the very beginning of a journey or story. So there could be a lot of new things coming into your life. You might be at the beginning of a brand new cycle or an adventure. The good things about this are action, movement, and change. The rough side of the Fool card is being too spontaneous, right? Being aware and cognizant of what dangers might be around you. So try not to be too spontaneous in this time, but this does favor all new pursuits and endeavors. So we're going to put that Fool card down right here. We're going to get into tarot. It'll be interesting if the Fool pops up again, but I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. Shuffle it up one time for my lovely Aquarians. And that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. It does speak about a new cycle, though. So what do we got for Aquarius? Now, last week's reading, it was a little interesting. I don't want to say dicey. It was titled The Karmic Shock. And I do try to keep these titles as simple as possible. But there was like a tower, there was karmic cards, all sorts of craziness. So hopefully times haven't been too rough for you, Aquarius. But as always, we take it in stride. It don't matter, right? This could be your energy, somebody else's energy. You just, fit it to your story as necessary. But we're going to hope for some positivity. Let's get it going. Let's get 3 out here. There have been a few rougher weeks recently, though. All right, beautiful, giving, loving, charitable. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, either you wanting to give to something or someone, vice versa as well. Let's get one more. I do like that card. Wow. Okay, we got the 6 of Wands here right in the center. So we're starting off with the double 6s. Let's get one more card out here for Aquarius. Please and thank you. All right, something big could be coming here, Aquarius. So we have the Knight of Swords here on the back end. We have a lot of action, a lot of movement in this spread. I will say that. With the double 6s and the Knight of Swords. We'll speak about it. Before we do, though, I'll give you some of these classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy intuitive stuff. This is like taking my focus like a magnet. This is an interesting energy that I haven't been picking up in other readings. But in position number 1, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, yes, this can highlight earthly things, money, work, things like that. This is a very harmonious type of card. Out of all the 6s in the tarot deck, you have the 2 most positive ones here. So this could be a good change. This can speak about equality. Right? Usually their scales here could be Libra-like energy of harmony, but it is a giving, charitable energy. So you might be feeling very charitable right now, giving of your time, giving of yourself to others, those around you. This is a beautiful energy about the community at large as well. Another thing, it could be an energy of gift giving. So you might be giving or receiving gifts in this time of various different kinds. Could even speak of natural gifts. It's a very balanced, good energy. Now, we're picking up steam as we move across here, Aquarius, because in position number 2, we have the 6 of Wands. One of the biggest cards of triumph and victory in the whole entire deck, okay? All cards have a positive, all cards have a negative. The positives of this one is receiving public notoriety, receiving kudos for the things you've done, a job well done, somebody who's finished something and is like getting their flowers, so to speak. This is a lovely type of energy of just complete and total victory and triumph. Now, the dark side of this card could be somebody that's a little bit egotistical. So watch out for any egotistical individuals in this time, but we'll see what's up because we really need to clarify to get the better picture. Now, as we move to the back end, like I said, we've been speeding up in this spread, like starting at a slow but giving card into movement, into like explosive movement right here with the Knight of Swords. Now, this could represent you in my simplistic style of reading. This could just be a way you're feeling or something that's coming towards you. The positives of this card is it is super fast action and movement. Somebody that could be locked on a target like a rocket. Like, I'm moving towards it. I know what I want. Determination. This is a big focus here. I like this card. It can also be combative. It can also represent conflict, people bumping heads, right? You don't want to get in the way of this Knight of Swords. Okay, so we're really going to want to dive into all this, especially with the double sixes. Watch out for numbers repeating in this time, number signs, synchronicities. We're going to dive deeper on all of it now. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarius people. Let's see what's up here, because there's a lot of interesting energies this week, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's start in on this Six of Pentacles. Okay, and if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind. So let's get in here. What's up? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Thank you. Yeah, there's that pesky tower again. Okay, and it's just giving me that energy of like, all right, I give and give and give and give, and the world and spirit, they just always throw curveballs at me. It's like one thing after another. Now, for some of you, this could be extremely good. I don't want to just go negative here, because not every tower is a bad tower. Sometimes it could be good. The tower could talk about your sexual feelings, sexual vitality, like really being turned up in that fashion. We're not just going to go that route. But when I see it with the Six of Pentacles, the giving, then with the tower, this could be something or someone rocking your world in a positive way, especially with the Six of Wands here. For some of you, it could be a gift or a surprise that you didn't see coming, right? Because like I said, this is very giving. So whether it's assistance from somebody else, whether it's literally a gift, for some of you, I will say this could be spirit bestowing a new gift to you, okay? Whether that's an ability of some sort. I know that's not a message I normally give, but I'm feeling that. You might be developing new abilities in this time, okay? Take from that what you will and take it how you will. But with the surprise of the tower and the gift giving, I do feel mainly that positive. Yes, I did have that little dicey one where some of you might be feeling like no matter what I do, no matter how much I give, it's always one thing after another. Sure. But a lot of you could be receiving some sort of gift out of nowhere, like an unexpected gift or surprise. We're going to go in on the Six of Wands. That feels good. It feels more better than dicey. I will say that. So why is the Six of Wands here? Thank you. Four of Wands, the 1111 card underneath the Six of Wands. So beautiful. Aquarius, you might have one of the better readings this whole entire week. This, once again, the repeating numbers and signs, synchronicities could be powerful. You could be receiving signs and omens from spirit, trying to guard you down or guide you down different roads and paths of life. Watch out for the number signs and synchronicities and intense dreams in this time with the 1111 card underneath the Six of Wands. It is a reason for celebration. It is a reason for triumph. This is like an overwhelming victory of some sort. You coming out on top. I love this. So this is telling me, yeah, we've been having choppy energies for the Aquarius collective. But in the coming days and weeks, things are going to take a massive, drastic shift towards the positive. So I would be very excited about this type of energy. Okay, because the Four of Wands, yes, it could speak about family, but it is very celebratory, stable, lovely, and beautiful, and it came out in the upright. So aside from the number signs and synchronicities, just know there's beautiful energy of victory, Okay, whatever that means to you. Now, a victory for me might not be a victory for you, right? It's all in the eye of the beholder. But there could be things really swinging your way in this time, okay? And yes, I'm an optimistic reader. I'll be the first to admit that. But if there were rough energies here, I'd tell you, just like I did when that tower first came out. But let's go in on that Knight of Swords. Pardon me. Then I'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Knight of Swords here? Pardon me. Okay. All right, we have the Death card under. That's good. That doesn't feel bad to me whatsoever. Don't get nervous about that Death card. That could just represent a Scorpio coming towards you. And this, to me, is just indicative of a change, of a cycle. Remember last week I said the reading was a karmic shock. The Death card is a card of the karmic wheels of life, the changes, the cycles, the transformations. One thing ends, a new thing begins. And with this Knight of Swords, this is just telling me that a lot of you could be going through some extremely powerful transformations right now, hopefully for the better. Even if it doesn't feel like it is right now, this is transformation and change for the better. Spirit always throws us blessings in disguise sometimes. So if this reading's not resonating and it's like, yeah, well, you're talking all this good shit, but like nothing's been too good lately, just know, like, it's hard for us to understand the hands of fate and the hands of spirit, okay? Like, I'm feeling that, like, yes, change, transformation, but blessings in disguise as well. Very positive overall, Aquarius. I'm really liking this. Now, like I said, for some of you, this could just represent a Scorpio. You might not be seeing eye to eye with the Scorpio, okay, with the Knight of Swords and the Death card. But to me, it is that cycle, change, and transformation, okay, that we've been seeing for recent weeks. Okay, and life is all about the perpetual change. Let's go through and I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Intriguing spread. I always say it every week. The Aquarius readings are super layered. But position number one, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Tower. Okay, this initially, it was giving me that vibe of somebody saying, like, no matter how much I give, no matter how much I do, it's always one thing after another, speed bump after speed bump, tower after tower. But another huge vibe I was getting here was an unexpected gift or surprise of some sort, whether that's spirit bestowing a new ability upon you. A lot of you could be developing new abilities in this time, new skills, new areas of expertise. Or this could be just somebody surprising you out of nowhere. It feels good. It feels positive, okay? Maybe some of you are trying to surprise someone else too, like a surprise party, whatever. In the center, we have the Six of Wands with the Four of Wands. And with the repeating numbers we're seeing here, absolutely watch out for signs and synchronicities, omens, because you could be receiving powerful ones in this time from Spirit. So keep an eye. But this is just complete and total victory, happiness. And I was speaking of blessings in disguise when we got to this end with the Knight of Swords and the Death card. The realm of change and transformation are huge right now. A lot of you could be going through extremely powerful changes, all right? And I do feel like a lot of you could be receiving blessings in disguise. Like, this feels very positive to me, Aquarius. Much more positive than recent weeks and months. So please take a screenshot of that. I'd love for you to look into it further. We're going to get you one here. Don't get caught up in the past either. That's another thing I'm feeling with this back end. Don't think about past cycles. Try to keep your eyes moving forward, okay, and in the present moment. But yeah, we're going to get you one shadow card here. Let's shuffle it up one time for Aquarius. And yeah, if there's any spread that you would want to research further, I would suggest this one because there's a lot going on here. But let's get one shadow card for Aquarius. Guides and Spirit Team, good energy. And yeah, we're just going to see what's in the shadows, whether it's something emotional, whether it's an individual. All right, even if it's a positive card, we're going to look at the inverse. We do have the Hanged Man, so this is another card of Scorpio showing up here. So some of you might have scars in regards to somebody with Scorpio placements. Now, if that doesn't resonate, what does this speak about? And it kind of ties into an energy that we saw in the spread. The Hanged Man is a card of self-sacrifice, somebody who takes one for the team. And wasn't one of the messages I felt, it doesn't matter how much I give. It doesn't matter how much I do. It's always one thing after another after another. And it's kind of showing up here. This is telling me that in this time, don't get caught in paralysis. Don't think yourself into a paralysis, because this is a card that, yes, it's analyzing, but it's not moving. This is Spirit saying, keep moving forward, okay? And it's okay to look out for yourself. Everyone knows Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac. This card is saying, like, hey, maybe it's time for you to look out for yourself, your happiness for a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, but keep moving, keep pushing. Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Vice Versa Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using in all the readings for September, so if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are, and second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite use for tarot? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month going into October, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.